Check 1 2 1 2. How's everybody doing? Hope we're having a wonderful day, and hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to the new stream. Temporary home of my stream. Hopefully, it won't have to be here. I would like to go back to the other stream. Anyway, we won't mention anything. Hope you're having a good day. Just had some technical difficulties in my house, so that's all. Had to figure some things out. You know how it is with the Streamlabs and stuff like that. So, hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good morning. We're going to take a look at what's happening with Bitty Bitcoin. Find out where we're at. Find out where we stand. See what's going on. Shout out to everyone that followed me over here. I really appreciate that. It means the world to me. Little Bitcoin double bottom here at 22,517. Just took a huge, it's crazy how fast these spikes are. I see it at 480. A second later, it's back up. It's doing that hidden bullish divergence there, right there. Probably going to make a nice move. That probably is a nice entry right now for a scalp at 22,556. I mean, the scalp entry was actually 393. Look how fast it already went up $100. They move so quick, those guys. Okay, could someone send the link to the stream into the Telegram? I just want to be able to watch. I have issues trying to find it, which is funny. So, just so I can see. Okay, there it is. I got it. Stream into the Telegram. All right, shout out to everyone here. Thank you guys so much for coming in. As you can tell, we're definitely didn't even do my hair today. Should I do my hair? It's like, you know, when Bitcoin takes you down. Whatever, stop. I gotta stop. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and what's going on the 1 hour. Last night, the 1 hour looked good and looked like we could have some movement. We didn't get the cross, see? 1 hour looked like we were about to have a cross and it let go. Stokes are down. Looks like that could be your double bottom working for you here. So I see a possible double bottom making a move for Bitcoin. Something like this. And then it could kind of, you know, make the target of that double bottom. Let's take a look right here. Feel like it's forming a nice little pennant here. Bottom of the pattern looks like we'll come back to the top of the pattern. Definitely looks like it'll form a double bottom here, a double bottom on the MACD and the RSI. For the 1 hour, looking pretty good. Spent on the 4 hour, really spent. Coming down, it looked like it has some more time to go down. So the 4 hour doesn't look good. 4 hour says most of today we should be correcting. Kind of sad, but that's really what it's telling us. Yeah, that's what happens when you go up big. The daily also getting extended. 3 day Stokes look great, set for more, and also the MACD pushed up more. So the 3 day says, hey, 30K is on the way, no problem, you know. We didn't even hit the target here on the 3 days. So if I show you the target, we formed to see a little bull flag on the 3 day. That's interesting to me. That was a really good consolidation. So while you want to check out the 3 day, it really made more sense here when you looked at it. And this puts me up here on the 3 day target, 29,572. So my target so far is 21,000. And look, the Stokes are pointing up. Last time the Stokes were here, we went up really hard. And we got the push back up. So everything looking really good on the 3 day. We might have some minor ups and downs. But for the most part, I'm giving you my prediction and my overall look here at what I see is the 3 days. Bitcoin going up to about $29,000. So that's my overall target. But today for the day, for trading for Bitcoin for the day, unless this flips back up and we get a bit of a turn, so far the 4 hours leading us to say that it may not be the best day. And the 1 hour though is kind of maybe, hopefully extending itself. Eventually it's gonna turn up, and we're gonna get through this bearish momentum. We're gonna get through it. So that's what I see happening for Bitcoin and Bitcoin on smaller time frames as well. So let's take a look at the dominance. Bitcoin dominance at 66 and forming a bit of a bull flag. It's not good to see. Not what I expected to see. And yeah, a bit of an ascending triangle now forming for Bitcoin dominance. Did have the spike, came back down. Looking on the 1 hour though, it really wants to fly. So watch your altcoins. Look like dominance could get all the way back up to 69. That would not be good for alts. That would send them into despair. We are at the top of this pattern. Let's hope this is a curl and we're breaking down. But right now, you know, the MACD is still saying, you know, I'm getting some bearish momentum, but we're getting close. Stokes are pointing up too. So interesting. Dominance on the 4 hour looks very similar to Bitcoin. Not too good. Let's look at it on the 3 day. The 3 day looks like it wants to come up. See, so dominance actually having bullish sentiment here. Really wanted it to break down. So really watch your altcoins. If dominance breaks this upper level here, which a lot of indications saying that it will. I have to say this. I don't like to be a bearer of bad news, but this is telling us that dominance really wants to get up to 69. So we could take it out of this channel and say, you know, it's kind of breaking out. Hit resistance, but it's not good for altcoins. It's not good setting up for a big altcoin season at all, honestly. Could hurt the altcoins. So dominance not in our favor at the moment. The Dow opens up down. Interesting. It's still in this flag. So as long as the Dow stays in this flag, we're bullish, completely bullish. Everything seems okay. The 3 day isn't as bullish for the Dow as it is for Bitcoin, though. Getting high, telling that's an indication that we may not make it out of that bull flag. This may Bart Simpson its way back down to the bottom of the pattern. 12 hour looks good. The daily looks good. So the daily says we could get up out of here. So hopefully the 3 day is a retest of the pattern or a breakdown. So far so good. Everything looks like it's going to fly, honestly. I got 2 calls. One is Apple. I really like Apple right here. I think even at 128, it's a nice buy inside of this bull flag. But you could wait for it to consolidate a little longer for a couple more days till it breaks out. My target for Apple, temporary 134. My next big target is about 166. Made a call for Apple right here, bottom of the pattern. And as it broke out inside this bull pennant at 122, 123 area. So far, so good. The call's been gold. I really like it on the daily. Daily does have some time to go down. So we're hoping that when these cross, we get bull flag consolidation. So keep a tight stop loss maybe. You want to make sure you don't break down and come back down to the bottom of the pattern. But so far, so good. Apple doing well. Looking at Lend. Had that cross in the daily, had this curve here. This could possibly be a head and shoulders pattern. Like we got to see it play out. Now this is a rising wedge, 68% chance of break to the downside. This could break down. You could see Lend back at 58 or 74. Big gap down if Lend doesn't hold 74. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. So please hit the like button too. Helps more people come into the stream. And we're looking at ADA. ADA showing some big signs right now. Poking out of this bull pennant, and I feel like it's a retest there. Watch ADA. Very bullish. Curve in here. Getting close to the MACD curve. RSI looking nice in the daily. Curving back down. Look some more pain. So the 4 hour doesn't look good for a lot of coins. Sad to say. So when the 4 hour is not good, it's usually a kind of a messy day. You know, like Atom looks like it's going to make its way back to the bottom of this pattern here of the bull. All the way back to 5. You'll be able to get in. So a little fake out for the altcoins. When are they going to run? They keep kind of making you feel like you have to get them, but then pulling back a little bit. It throws you for a loop. Throws you kind of, you're like, what's going on, altcoins? You know, what are you doing? Give me an indication. Wow, Bitcoin was just at 2,393. I told you that was a great entry. Scalp it in at 224. And boy, was I right. That was a perfect entry on a futures trade right there. And I teach this for a living. It's basically like this. There's your bullish divergence. Well established. And we would have nailed that trade, my friends. I didn't have the time to take it. Live streaming at the same time. Really got to be 100% focused on the trade. I've done it. You guys have seen it. But wow, EGLD just continues its tear. This thing is out of control. Honestly, it really is. Look at that. Continues to just do its own thing, regardless of any other coin. I keep saying, oh no, I'm not going to buy something that's up that much, and then it just continues to go up. Finally getting a curve here on the MACD on the 1 hour. But look, look at the buy pressure there as it bounced right off of the new support that are made in price discovery. This coin is up an insane amount. Absolutely, it's mind-boggling, really. Since November 30th, this thing is up 224%. It was on my radar too. I kept talking about it. Something that I really look at. I've been watching this coin since it was very, very small. Elrond, when it was ERD, or ELRD, or whatever it was there. Now it's EGLD. But Elrond, man, making some big moves, holding support here at the top of its X Fibonacci level. Only came back down to the 226. Insane movement here for Elrond. Let's look at on the daily. Does it have more gas? No, I mean the daily is so extended. Look at the 8 hour. 8 hour just did a little dip up, telling you there may be some more movement coming out of this, and the Stokes are low. Insane. This thing has done amazing. 224% in 2 weeks. It's absolutely insane. Take a look at my baby IOST. One of my favorites in the game. Really like IOST. Take a look at the bigger picture. You see it's in a beautiful bowl here. Doing well. In the accumulation zone here, this is really where you want to get in. I didn't want to pay really under 0.06 for it. Over 0.06 for it, in my opinion. Immediate short term, we have a little bit of a pennant here where it could break out and get to the top of the pattern. But this thing could gap up easily, getting 63% to the nearest target of support and resistance, and then you'll see it over a penny, and then yeah, that'll be it, man, for IOST. So if you really like DeFi, this is an amazing project. You should really Google it, check it out, do your own research, find out about IOST, why I'm so obsessed about it, why I'm so into it. So sorry, volume was way too low. Sorry about that, of course. What's going on, Mo, man? Wow, you found the stream, man. That's impressive. That's impressive. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate that, Mo. So people will find me no matter what.
You just need to give me 2 minutes no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So I go to Crypto Lifer, right?
They banned me last night.
No, but this is weird.
They banned.
You have 725 subscribers, and then there's another Crypto.
Yeah, I changed the motif because they banned me last night from my own channel. They striked me. I cried myself to sleep last night. Are you kidding? We don't know why that. We still don't know why they did it though. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
What's going on?
Yep. What's up, everybody? So you see, people will come. People will find their way into the stream. Why is it so echoey today? What is that all about? Oh, I know why. Oh my God. I'm the worst right now. I just killed everybody. My stream's over. So sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. All right, so check it out. What is hot today? What is not? Down token's good to play. What is the play? It's very confusing. One of the most confusing times to trade. Rep. Auger going up 21%. They have big news. Look at the spike. They went up even more. My goodness. All-time highs. All the way up to 36. What kind of pump is that? That's insane. Look at that. So this happened last night. Rep pumps all the way to 36 from 15. Like, that's just... Man, this market is getting strange. I'll be honest. It is getting a little strange. The manipulation is a little absurd. I have to say, one coin doing one thing, one coin, like it's a little much for me lately. This wasn't 2017. I'll be honest. This is not what I was used to in the bull run. It was literally buy, hold. I got in too before it was frustrating. I got in right like late in October, so I just started buying things, and within a few months, within a week or two, they were up. Yeah, but it's funny. This is whatever. We'll get into it later. Anyway, but if you see, this is I've been watching this really, really close. Rose is running out of room. Only a matter of time it breaks out. 51% gains. So I'm really watching Rose. It did hit the bottom of the pattern, broke back up to the top. I think there's an indication the 4-hour looks really good right now. Double bottom, double bottom. Looks like they're setting Rose up to explode. A matter of time for Rose to blast. 1 hour, 2 hour look good too. You can see we're getting really tight inside. We fell out of the pattern, in my opinion. Fell out of the pattern trying to get those people who are hiding. Or we got to the bottom, or that was the bottom of the pattern, which is very possible. And it is forming somewhat of a descending triangle, though. When you see the price hanging up here too much, it's hugging this line, it's descending, you know. You want it up, down, up, down. You want it nice and clean. You don't want it hanging up here. But there is big volume right here, and there is big movement. Could we bring it down and say, okay, it's a breakout? No, not so much. I don't think we can do that. Doesn't fit the pattern. Doesn't fit the pattern. Nice to see you, Adam. Thank you for coming in. Really appreciate that. Shout out to everyone on the stream. Shout out to everyone coming in. Pretty cool to see that we're a versatile crew. You know, anything can happen, and we're still on the move. I like to see that. It's good for me. Litecoin holding that 105 spot, doing really, really good. Where did Litecoin get? It's funny. See how I draw my lines of support and resistance? And it's funny how Litecoin gets there. Look at the 1 minute. I was kind of tracking it a bit. Saw this bull flag, said, you know, this might be a nice scalp. Drew another flag. Shit. Did not hit my target all the way. Started the flag again, and then that was it at 112. We got in right around here. Just got out 107, 108. Quick little scalp. Wasn't crazy. 22% gains in a couple minutes. It was all right. Not bad. Let's keep on moving. Let's see what's happened. Tesla's starting to make gains. Continuing to fly just like it does. Let's see if any of my projections were true for Tesla. So I'd say that it was going to start consolidating in here. And you know what? It just really started to break out. So if we make this a bigger vision here, get rid of this little work. Looks like it's forming what everything is forming. If you see everything in the stock market, it's in a rising wedge. And we know they're all going to break out to the upside because of the money they're printing. So it's kind of like not even fun to play the stock market anymore because you know what's going to happen. It's obvious. I mean, I guess it's fun to make money. Easy money. There's a cross here on the 4-hour. This thing is about to explode. So watch Tesla, man. Looks like it's going to get all the way up to 894 is my prediction for Tesla. Once it breaks out of this in the 4-hour. Again, this isn't financial advice. Get yourself a financial advisor. It's for entertainment purposes only. But I'm just looking at Tesla, and projections of the chart look very, very nice. 1 hour says we want to curve back down. So we might maybe 1 hour says more funny business in the pattern. 4 hours says we want to get out of the pattern. Shout out to Yippee-ki-yay. Make the movement. Mahalo. I love that. Mahalo. Adam Khan. This person, JV Supreme, Duke, and everybody here on the live stream. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Really, really appreciate it. Let's take a look at YFI. Everyone kind of wants to know what the giant in the room is doing. And I'm thinking, is it forming yet another head and shoulder pattern? And I have it set up here, and it's very, very possible. It looks like it is. Looks like it is. So something very possible is watching this really close. Is it making an inverted head and shoulders pattern, which is very, very possible. It did it over here. It looks like it's kind of mimicking itself again. Look. And will that make it break down all the way back down here? So I have this projected possibility coming back down to $8,600 DeFi. Or we're going to break out of the pattern. It's interesting. Something to see, but I just want to bring this up. Projected head and shoulders coming on YFI. We'll take a look at total and total 2. What's up with the market caps? What are they doing? Where are they going? How are they feeling? Bitcoin down up about 2%. Funny. Bitcoin hovering in this 22.5 region. XRP playing games. Really should have gotten above 60 and held that region. Now you can see it just formed a disgusting head and shoulders pattern. Look at that. Shoulder, head, and a right shoulder all the way back down. Yeah, and you know what? We're setting up for a big altcoin dismail. You can see that the dominance looks like it wants to go. Head and shoulders pattern here on XRP. Yeah, things just look, you know, that would put XRP back at 50 cents. Let's hope it holds this line and this isn't going to play out. But, I mean, these play out 68% of the time, maybe even a little more. So watch out for XRP. Doesn't look too good. 1 hour is down, though. The Stokes are low. But if you see the 4 hours spent with the head and shoulders, yeah, 4 hours spent with the head and shoulders pattern is telling us this really isn't a good sign for XRP. XLM forming similar pattern, harder to see. But there, yeah, head and shoulders fall back down right to where it started, back to 16. It's just funny to pump a coin up like that, only just to break it into a bearish pattern. It's just find it funny. Here's the camel. Look at this. Feet, hump, foot, neck, headline. Camel for Zilliqua. Wow. If you're new, we used to play the camel pattern when we started the channel. This looks just like a camel. You see it? Head, neck, humps, leg. There's my camel pattern. And what happens is the camel pattern is it usually spits out to the upside or to the downside at the head of the camel. At the head of the camel. You know what? I opened up Tokenomics and I have the $39 and I found like they don't really give you a lot of information for 40 bucks a month. I actually think they're whack. I'm not a huge fan. I think they pay a lot of people and they get a lot of awesome reviews, but like I don't know if I'm a huge fan. I'm going to try to do the deepest dive I can, but so far I'm not happy with it at all. I'm not happy with paying $40 and not getting that much out of it at all. Like not I'm being honest. I don't like to lie. Like let's go to Tokenomics together. We'll sign into my account and we'll see what goes on, but to me it's really not giving me the information that I want. Look, the moon is unlimited, all that. Honestly, I know what bags to pack without Tokenomics, and I just got it because I thought it would be cool to show you guys until like I thought it would help the show. And when I realized they didn't even give me like the proper information that I really wanted to help the show, I was kind of just like, really? Now I don't know how to use it exceptionally well, so I'll give them that. But like, let's take a look at Atom, Cosmos, and let's see their projections. Super slow too. Upgrade to see more details. See this? Says it's a sell. You can see it leaning to the right, and they kind of give you the idea of where it's at. And now look, they were pretty close. They said it was going to come up here to 518. It ended up at 538. Then they said it was going to come down to 493. It came to 504. But here they said it was going to come down to 462, and it stayed up. Yes, I will do Kai. Yeah, I think it's a real ripoff, man. Look, and then it came up all the way here. For 40 bucks a month, like, I should be able to see this. This is a lot of money I'm paying a month. Like, that's more than a lot of stuff. Price predictions. Upgrade to see more details. Like, fundamentals. Technical. Like, and I have the $100 plan. Like, if you go to my subscription, it makes me think they're not loading, like, my plan. $29.9, $30 a month. Crypto indexes, premium investor newsletter, portfolio tracking signals, top 20 market cap ratings, top 20 market technical analysis, top 20 market cap code reviews. It says that, look, hodler plan. Hodler. Right? So, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? So I'm not a fan, man. Yeah. $300 a month, dude? Do they really think their information is that gold? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I also find this site really slow. Really slow, and I'm just not a fan of it, man. I'm not a huge fan. I'm really not. Like, you know, like this is all they give me is this projected line of where their dotted line. So they tell me Cosmos is going back to 480 before it slowly moves up. Which they were wrong right here. For the most part, they've been right, though. They've been pretty good. You got to give it to them, you know? You got to give it to them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what you just said, you know? Yeah, the money wasn't well spent, in my opinion. They sucked me in only to just not give you enough. And, like, why make something like that? You know, why make something like that? To me, I would never make a company like that. Never. I would never have 3 tiers of payment only to have one that just kind of like sucks you in and makes you wish you had more. Like, come on, man. Upgrade to see more details. Like, you can't even give me what... They're not even giving me what TradingView gives me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Anyway. So, Ziliqua in this bull flag, as you can clearly see, on the 1 hour. Gonna roll down, but that makes sense. It makes sense that it should kind of keep going down through here on the bull flag before it breaks out. So watch Ziliqua. Still doing its thing. It really isn't over yet. A lot of information, a lot of people. Once people get fixated on a coin, it becomes the one, very similar to EGLD. So regardless of what's happening in the rest of the market, these coins just want to do their thing. And that's the thing about dominance. There's always going to be a few coins that get to squeak by, right? Percentages go where they go. Wow, Wave's breaking down really, really bad. That's interesting. Right out of the triangle. Even did a bearish retest and then broke down. Look at that. Bearish retest of the pattern. Perfect short right there when it hit the top of the pattern. Didn't break in. Perfect short. 1 hour is curling up, though. Says it may want to form a double bottom here. Get itself back up into the pattern. 4 hours well. So the 4 hour and the 1 hour both look spent on the Stokes. Could be a possible play here. Let me take a look if we can restructure the pattern. Yeah, there's a chance that we're just seeing this pattern here. And we haven't even, we're just going to come back to the top. Still forming the pattern, in my opinion. Still finding its way. Not a complete descending triangle, too. When we take the length of the pulse. Still bullish on waves. Really good entry at the moment. It was close to that all-time high at 930s, around there. In the 930s, where did it get up to? 934.70. I think we can definitely see it at 670 now. Nice price with the wick back in at the bottom of the pattern. It's really a good place to get in with the 1 hour and the 4 hour. That's where I really like to do that. Very interesting for waves. So check out waves. Keep it on your radar. Definitely, put it on your whiteboard. Think about it. VIDT blew up the other night. Had some big movement. Looks like it just got pumped and dumped, though. Right back down. Interesting. Might have shake out before the blast off to 24.50. Post charts and Telegram. Let's see what's going on. So my buddy Joe. Buy the retest at the bottom of the pattern. Cream. BNB. 4 hour. Buy signal. Okay. On the 4 hour. Looks nice. We'll take that. What else did Joe post? Tron USDT. Bit of a bull flag here. Measured move. Interesting. Cup and handle as well. Tron. Coming back in the game. Oldie but goodie. And then we got CHZ in the bull flag ready to go. Buy signal. CHZ, a very interesting coin. And I was telling you guys before, is it's got the backing. It's got the backing of Binance. So this didn't play out. Thought we were gonna break out of the channel instead, and that's why you have your stop loss. So Unify, this is one that did not play. Uni's still inside of a pattern here. As you can see, we're in a bull. Got a big bull for Uni in this giant consolidation range, kind of going back and forth between $4.17 and $3. 4 and 3, 4 and 3, 4 and 3. Really was a range for it. Seemed like people were really just battling it out in that area. Selling, buying, selling, buying. I feel like we could come back down again. And the double top suggests that on the 6 hour on the Stokes, even pointing down here. Looks like we may only get back down to 340 though. Well, Uni is definitely consolidating, getting ready for a breakout to 622. I'm just weary of what's going on with the other coins. Here's a breakout. This was a call here. Get into XTZ around 211 was the call, something like that as it broke out. We had the double bottom with bullish divergence. We threw this call out a while back. Also in a bit of a cup and handle, as you can see that. And we have this going all the way up to 317. Known coins, it started to move a lot slower. I just think that's because it gets staked. And when coins get staked, that's what happens. They don't move as fast because there's so much staking going on. People aren't willing to sell it because they're making their money staking it. Really want to see XRP hold this line here. 56.75, extremely important. If it doesn't, it's going back to 50 cents, which is sad. Looks like an obvious short at the moment, honestly, for XRP. Might want to open up an obvious short. It looks possible to me, like that's something that I might do. I always say this show is for entertainment purposes only. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own research before you do anything or get into any project. Extremely important. Here's another cup and handle for KSM. Cup and handles are everywhere, and they're one of the most explosive patterns, so we're lucky that we're getting these. Definitely a bit of a cup and handle here, breaking out. You always say, how do you get the cup and handle? Well, it's funny, usually the cup starts up here and it's a whole cup. This is like a half a cup. Half a cup of coffee, please. Just a half a cup. And there you go. But you take the length. For me, it's just kind of the same idea. The length of the pole. Back up here. Temporary target needs to break previous resistance at 63. And then this thing is basically an all-time high. So look at it. It was in price discovery. I didn't realize when it hit 65. Came back down to 43. Only to break back out on December 12th, 6 days ago. And come back up another 50% to 62. Now it's also forming, if we go into smaller time frames, they're all forming that same head and shoulder pattern. That's not healthy. See this? So we got to see what goes on. But right now we're seeing a lot of head and shoulder patterns in the alts. Link at 1333.77 for a second there. Now it's switched off. We caught it there for sure at 1333. It was there for a quick second, and now it's gone. Funny how fast that thing happens. Always seem to catch my favorite number there. Wanted to maybe shrink myself a little bit. I'm a little big. Cool, yeah. So let's see what's happening with Link. Again, I see a head and shoulders pattern. I mean, this is stressful to me when I see patterns that I know play out to the downside. Link back to $12.82, in my opinion, hitting this new level. Head and shoulders. Could even go lower all the way here to $12.32. So that's a clear head and shoulders pattern as it tried to break out. Now, we'll see if it plays out. They don't play out every time. But they do play out. So we'll see what happens with this head and shoulders pattern for Link. LTO is on my radar. Talk about it a lot. It's a bit of an oscillator. Goes up and down, right? You can see we had a huge pump all the way to 12. Been in this downtrend for a long time. Let's take a look at LTO. Not many people talk about it, and I really think it could be one of the top gaining coins in the game. It's actually outperformed almost every coin, but no one really talks about it, which is interesting. I don't see any, very rarely do I see a call on it. Very rarely do I see someone discussing LTO. But in my opinion, LTO is something you really want to look at. It went all the way from 8 cents all the way up to about 17 cents. And that started in mid-November. So it went on a bit of a run here from November to December. Now it's all the way back. It hit 17.5, retraced back down to 9, had a nice pump up to 12. Now it's forming a bit of a double bottom here. Broke out, respecting some lines of support and resistance that it's on. also forming a bit of a head and shoulders pattern. Maybe that played out already. Interesting. To me, it's forming a bit of a double bottom. Nice rounded bottom here too, showing you that there was a lot of support in that area. So I'm liking this, honestly. Low on the Stokes. Let's check the 1 hour. Now they want to curve back down on the 1 hour. Maybe it's going to make a bit of a cup and handle. Let's make a look at the 4 hour. It looks really good. So the 4 hour says, you know what? I think I found my support around 10. So watch LTO. Watch LTO. Sand has been on the radar for a while. Keep talking about Sand. They have a lot of news coming out. Seems to be at the bottom of the bowl at this point. We kind of shrug this up. Seems to be at the bottom of the bowl. 4 hour looks really good with curves up. MACD and the Stokes. Not much more you can ask for on a play like that. 1 hour doesn't look that great. Want to see that roll down before the 4 hour plays out. And the daily isn't really in your favor as well. So there you go. Let's take a look at Theta. Theta should be in price discovery. What is it doing? Where is it going? We have some work here and some projections. It did get high. It went as high as 91. When did that happen? It happened last night? Yeah, it did. It looks like it happened last night. Then we had a curve, curving back up. I feel like it's forming this flag here. Doing its thing. Might double bottom right here before it breaks out. Interesting pattern. A lot of news for Theta, a lot of hype. I see a lot of people saying that's my baby. I'm not giving up my Theta. So Theta's becoming a favorite and a winner. A lot of people like Theta. Look at the Stokes on the 4 hour. Only a matter of time till this breaks into price discovery. I also seen it move regardless of dominance and other things. It's kind of one of those coins like LTO, EGLD, and Theta. They all kind of do their own thing. They all kind of move in their own way. Thank you. That was funny. They all kind of move in their own way. 833 right there on Theta too. The second coin we looked at where it went right to the 33 when we decided to look at it. Interesting. So anyway, Theta. Theta. Hey Yoko, thought about streaming on the Theta network. Yeah, can you do that now? Streaming on Theta, internet streaming guide for beginners. Oh. Wow, so Theta.tv, you can do a bunch of cool stuff here. Interesting. Watch, earn T-Fuel. So I will log in and stream in here. There's no reason why I won't. I don't know if I can get interesting. You can log in with your Twitch, so I can Twitch. I like this.
어림없이 그러니까 이게 뭐냐면 겉에 있는 거 가져가는 거랑 파이.
Okay. Wow, Theta's moving. Big news on Cardano. 367 views. Crypto noobs. Wow, the digital investor. So people are up here. I like it. And they don't seem to be I don't even want to say the words, man. I can't believe that though. For me to feel this way is really upsetting. Axie. Something we've been seeing too. Wow, so Theta TV, man. I've never really been to the site and done a deep dive into what's going on. So I love this.
I bet I would end up with like penis all around me, you know what I'm saying? So it's not too bad.
Oh my
As long
God.
as there's no penis.
Jeez, Louise, that's not right. End up getting me kicked out now. See? Every 5 seconds, man, there's something coming at you. Zen, Zcash, YFI. Put that, I like Zen. I keep bringing up Zen because they're held by Grayscale. I've noticed that recently. And because they're held by Grayscale, I think they're a win-win, So Zen, I really like Zen. You said that XEM was moving. But we're down here in the X's. Zen, NEM, which is NEM. Wow, I had a big bounce here. Retest. So it did break out and retested here. Broke out of this bull flag, came down, retested the top of the pattern. in a very strange, funky pattern, but it's in a good spot. Look, got pushed back up on the 4 hour. Says it could have some movement right now. Take a look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour broke out, formed a bit of a wedge, and then broke out of that wedge. Did get sold down. I'm worried about dominance, man. Dominance is telling me to get in and get out. Make sure if you're in the trade, make sure it's quick. You know, don't get too comfortable in any of these trades. Good day to make some accumulative buys for some coins that you want. You know, that's in my opinion. Theta BTC is up a little bit. So not the best day to trade. We're not seeing a lot of big gainers, you know. Market's cooled down a little bit. Everyone's waiting and watching for Bitcoin. Augur took a big move. Again, EGLD continuing to make moves. Still can't believe how much this thing is pumping. Went all the way to 28. It was just like 12 cents. Absolutely insane. Watch Rose. Rose looks like it's peeking out. Look, it did. It poked out. So let's take a look at Rose. This could be it. Something I've been watching for a long time. Small market cap, a lot of DeFi, a lot of talk around Rose. Watch SDX. I put it multiple times in Parabola. It did an SR flip out of a falling wedge. Yeah, but just be careful, man. Just be careful. Just be careful. I like Rose right here. Is peeking out. Let's see what happens on the 1 hour. But keep Rose on your radar. Basic attention token. Having some movement, but then getting rejected by this line of support and resistance. Got as high as 26 not too long ago. So tiny little pumps in the middle of the night last night. Got things up a little. Look like Asia pumped us up a little bit. Ontology in this bit of a rounded bottom here. Wow, it's breaking out of maybe this possible pattern that it's been in. Forming this falling wedge. Finally broke out. It's been in there since November 25th. Now that's almost a month. And so it's breaking 1 month long support. Ontology. Definitely want to look at that. Bell has been on my radar for a while. Bell coin here at the bottom of the pattern. Play it up to the top of the pattern. Up to 146. At least 121 to 146. Breaking out of this falling wedge as well. Take a look at Bell on the daily. Not much information, but it does have a MACD cross coming. Check Telly for double confirmation. Hadouken. STX update. Looks like my man Crypto Curve, right? It is Crypto Curve. See, I know his colors. Isn't that funny? STX bull flag. Yeah, it could be breaking out. 65% gains all the way up. Interesting. Boom. Boom. Interesting he has it rounded, but this rounded up. It looks nice. It looks good on a perfect picture. What did I see that held me back? Let me take a look. SGMO, man. Look, now it's breaking out. Take a look at SGMO right now for my mans. For my mans and them, look at this, breaking out. Today, that's a breakout, in my opinion. Breaking out of this strange pattern, but there's a breakout right there. 1 hour was really hot, having a cross right now. MACD about to cross. This thing is huge. This thing's about to break, and I have it targeted to go all the way up to 1954. So the show ain't over for SGMO. The show ain't over, Mo. 4 hours a little spent, but you know what? It likes to go sideways lately while the MACD resets, which is an amazing thing. And the daily as well could do the same thing. So bullish sentiment for SGMO. I don't see any bearish sentiment yet. Also, we're seeing golden crosses that happen back here. Moving averages curving up. A really nice move in the moving average. That tells you that the move should be pretty explosive when you see a big V like this in the 21-day moving average. So SGMO is hot. Now, do you want STX Bitcoin or do you want STX USDT? There's a little bit of a difference at this point. As Bitcoin's more volatile, there's a bigger difference between these pairs. Bit of a double bottom forming here for STX as well. 6 hour looks really nice, which means the 4 hour probably looks nice as well. Yeah, it does. About to have a cross in the 4 hour. Low on the RSI. So STX for the Bitcoin pair looks really nice. Again, though, if Bitcoin runs, and dominance right now doesn't look good for the alts. We went over dominance, so that's That's holding me back. Oh yeah, LTC's been really strong. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. You guys are the most loyal people ever. Eddie DC, Crypto24, Jesse B, Mohit Singla, this person, JV Supreme, Adam Khan, Aradi, Jesse B, again, my dude, Dukin, AM, and Aradi. Everyone in the live stream, you guys are really, really, you're real. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know what you did to get here, and I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. It means that you really sought me out. It really meant a lot to you. Watch Cody forming a bull flag here. Cody has so much news this month, it may just defy gravity, and it may just defy what's going on. Cody looking really nice. Cup and handle beginning. So watch this cup and handle for Cody. A lot of levels that it can go up, right? Already moving up. Since we made our call for Cody, let's see where it's at. We've been talking about Cody for a while. I keep talking about it, keep mentioning it. Only a matter of time till Cody makes a big move. 83.33%. Of course, on the 33. Never stops with me. Yeah, man, I feel you. I just appreciate it. It means the world to me that, like, I would have to relocate my house and you guys would still come over for dinner, you know? Even though I have a new address. It's amazing. So check it out. I see immediate short term. We should get up to this area here as we break out of this bull flag. Liking the 4 hour right now. 1 hour is not so much. So 1 hour says we could go down, go sideways. So watch that 1 hour right now for sure. Bitcoin down, making a move. So it looks like Bitcoin is continuing to rip, to make a rip here. Wow, 22,444. So Bitcoin falling down. Getting real bearish right now. And it kind of coincides with that 4 hours. 4 hours saying, you know, we're spent. So today looks like a red day. Looks like Bitcoin's going to go down. And then dominance could go up too, because people will maybe get stopped out of their Bitcoin pairs and get into Bitcoin, even though they don't want to. So we could see Bitcoin going down as dominance goes up too. This is something that could happen, or at least sideways, you know. So we have bearish signs for the day. Not a good day. May want to short Bitcoin for the day. We'll take a look at Binance. What are the market pairs looking like for Binance? I bet there's some down tokens in there and some DeFis spread out. It's getting way more manipulative than it was when I was in this market. Before the market was so green, they weren't sure exactly how to manipulate it as much, in my opinion. You know? Wow, look at this. 818% gains for GRT. Remember that GRT that just came out? 31% gains for Rep. Hedgic up 20%. So still a lot of double-digit coins. EGLD, Uni down, up 12%. NEM up 15%. EGLD, man, holding it up there. Anchor, XLM down. Up in there is one of the big. Skycoin. SXP down, Uni down. So some down tokens. And then some new tokens just flying. GRT did get put on the radar. thegraph.com wrap for Ether. It did hit Binance, but I guess they don't want to show us that. So you could have just gotten in last night and it just never stopped going up. Interesting. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I want to go to CoinTrader Pro. Great place where you can get free, you know, you can chart for free, which is really awesome. A lot of people don't want to pay the $20 for trading, or they're new and you don't, you know, it's like graft. Interesting. Global supply. There it is, GRT, the graph dollar. Look how fast it came up too. They got it. Let's see how good the information is on it. Wow, look at this thing, man. It does make you a little jealous. Makes you a little upset. Like, how come I didn't buy into this last night and just Just throw 1,000 in there and see what happens, you know? It's just like, damn. These coins are insane what goes on to them. What goes on with them. The FOMO is so real in this space. It's absurd. 15-minute really doesn't. So it's not a lot of information you can get on this thing. Really can't get it. Let's take a look at it on the. Let's just look at the trading pair. Wow, so you got in at 002. That's dangerous, though. I mean, you could have lost a lot as well. Who knew it was going to go up like that? But insane. Wow, one of the cheapest coins I've ever seen. Oh, there's for ETH. Do they have? So they only have it for ETH. I don't think you can buy it for anything else. Okay, they have USDT pair. I'd just like to see what it is. So it's 26 cents, and it started at 13 cents. That's what it's saying. That's only 100% gains, though. It says it's up 798%. Confusing, right? This says it's only up 100%. Or maybe it's up even more. Interesting. Now it's still forming a bull flag. Like it's not done yet, too. I don't know. I would be careful, though. I don't ever really trade these new coins. Very rare that I would do that. Up 800%, though, as you can see. Absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. Amazing. Amazing. So we looked at the top gainers. Kind of broke that down for what it was. We'll see that. Okay. Shout out to everyone on the live stream. Please subscribe. Why not, I guess. Can't hurt. Comment. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, crypto is life, guys. Right? The show must go on regardless of what's happening. Let's take a look at USDT Tether dominance. See what's going on with Tether dominance. So Tether dominance is a little spent, in my opinion. Looks like it's had its time. Let's look at a larger time frame so we can see what's going on here. So yeah, it was in a bear pennant, and it fell out of the bear pennant, just like I said it would. And it hit my exact target. Isn't that crazy? Hit my exact green line, which is 296. So Tether got slammed, coming back up. Looks like Tether may want to kind of limp back in for a little more market share, but at the end of the day, it's just going to be more and more Bitcoin. People are going to realize that this is like holding a US dollar. Why would you want to be pegged to the dollar when you can be pegged to Bitcoin? So really should start trading in BTC pairs only and trying to make your money in Bitcoin. It's all about gaining as much Bitcoin as possible at this point. Trying to gain the US dollar really won't help you in the long run at all. I don't see how it will help at all. So yeah. Okay, now let's go over some tickers with you guys. Go over some tickers. And yeah. Closing them on target. A little less than I wanted, but hell. Took profits. There you go, man. There you go. 10% skimp a bad for a morning move. Not at all. Not at all. It's great. Are you kidding me? A lot of hedge funds don't give people 10% a year, man. So it is what it is. Anyway. Funny to throw some music up there. Not at all. Great. Are you kidding me? A lot of hedge funds. So give you a really good look. Let's take a look at total 2. And honestly, you guys should be able to make any decision you want after I give you this information. Because what I'm doing is I'm giving you the idea of where the whole market could go. Right? And so right now, when we look at the total market cap of all the cryptos, including Bitcoin, we are kind of getting high on the daily, which is sad, right? We had our run. Stokes may want to curve down, but what we hope is we go sideways into this pennant. And this is kind of my dream and my projection. We don't want to see it Bart Simpson, or we don't want to see a giant head and shoulder pattern forming as well. And hopefully we go sideways and we break out further. that down. So yeah, that's the idea here. So far so good. I'm going to be bullish in this pennant until we break down even worse. So this is my projection right now for the entire market. And again, this is all the altcoins. You can see we had bid. This isn't good. I'll show you something right here. This isn't good. So this is the total market cap excluding Bitcoin. So this is all the alts, and that wasn't a good sign right there. You see that? This is a doji, star doji. We went that high, that low. And we came to some indecision, and we're getting another doji indecision candle. Not too healthy, honestly. Those candles are not healthy candles. And honestly, it's a bit of an engulfing candle because now we can fit this candle into this candle. It's not good for the alts. Sad to say, we did not get to my target. We got close, and we should have formed a flag here and consolidated. We did not. Looks like people are a little wary to hold the alts right now. I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you exactly what I see. Also, the 4 hours curving down on these alts, forming that head and shoulder pattern that we see in almost all the alts. So they're following this pattern. That's setting up for a bit of a fallback. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a fallback. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I know. Just telling you this is what the chart is telling us. And kind of sad. Meanwhile, other coins go up hundreds of %, but the whole market doesn't look too healthy. That's why I'm telling you this market has been a lot different to trade than before. Looks like big boys and whales are picking certain coins at certain days, and it's hard to find out which one they're going to pump. And you can do as many setups as you can, take a look. So what I urge you to do right now, honestly, what I really urge you to do is pick your top 10 coins that you really want and start dollar cost averaging into them. Start making a bag, start building a bag. That is the safest thing that you could do to avoid a lot of pain and anguish. So yes, look, CoinMarketCap, you can take quizzes and earn coins too now. I advise everybody take all those quizzes and earn all the coins you can, and then convert them to Bitcoin as fast as you can. Why not get free Bitcoin? Basically, any coin you get is a coin you could transfer to BTC. So when I see take a quiz, earn sand, I see earn Bitcoin. You know, most influential people project 2020. Interesting. CEO of Fidelity Investments, Abigail Johnson. Andrea Conjay, he's been amazing, man. Creative Wi-Fi and Keeper. Andrew Conjay is a prolific coder, and he is best known for creating Urine Finance and Keeper V1, as well as his participation in other high-profile DeFi projects, including Hedgic, Pickle, Cover, PowerPool, Cream V2, Acro Polish, Sushi Swap, and others. Conjay is a software architect with 20 years of development experience. After completing his 3-year computer science course in 5 months, he was asked to stay on as a lecturer. He moved into telecoms, developing big data, high transactional infrastructure, before developing into mobile security and cryptography. His last 5 years have been spent building bespoke fintech solutions and leveraging blockchain technology to provide cost-reducing financial products to the unbanked sector in Africa. He's one of the most influential people in the DeFi space. He launched Wi-Fi, Keeper V1, binary options partnership with Hedgic, Pickle, and Urine Ferment, PowerPool, Cream. Interesting. And we're seeing Hedgic. That keeps coming up a lot. Let's take a look at Hedgic. This is how you learn about coins. You just you keep doing little deep dives and you keep putting the story together. Now Hedgic, look at this. Was in a falling wedge, and it broke all the way down. This music is a little much. That works better for me. And check it out. Breaking out of this rising wedge looks like we could get at least back to resistance here. 39% gains out of Hedgic. Possible. That's what the chart suggests. 4 hour is a little hot though. 4 hours a little hot. Interesting. Forming a little bit of a bull flag here though on the 1 hour as it curves down. And it's got the 21-day moving average in it. And it's got Andre Conjay behind it. So hello? Always some nonsense, man. Always some nonsense. Anyway, what a great show. Let's take a look at what the news is saying. Get into some news. Get in some any last tickers you guys want me to go over? That's a little loud, man. I don't like that. I wish I did. Like, what kind of stuff is that? What kind of talk is that? It's nonsense. Coinbase going IPO, so wait for a dip and buy initial sell-off. Music is loud, yeah. Can you look at OMG, please, daily and the 3-day? Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look at OMG. Let's take a look at OMG right now. Gonna glance at BAN on my way back. 658. So watch BAN, man. Still playing games. Yeah, these songs they're too much. They're too much. They're too much. They're all too much. No. I don't do that. That's too much. No, that's too much, too. That's more my style. Still a little much. Alright, let's check it out. Take a look at this in the 4-hour. We have this inverted head and shoulders that is just really, really starting to play out. Play itself, honestly, in my opinion, like stretching itself out. BAN is forcing its way slowly through this ascending triangle. You can see it just continuing up on this uptrend. We do have the 200-day moving average holding it. I do stress to watch BAN, man. Watch BAN. I have a bag of BAN and I must disclose. Watch BAN, though. Really watch it. Stay on it. Double check. Don't miss BAN. Holding this 5, this region here, it looks like we're forming this bull pennant flag. So Bitcoin's still flagging. Hopefully it can kind of flag throughout the 4-hour exchange, but not a good thing to see the 4-hour curving down like that on Bitcoin when it's already kind of doing its thing. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm sure if we go to like the 15-minute, we'll also see some bearish divergence, which we do right here. So we had indications that we were going to have a little bit of a pullback at 23.8. As you can see, that little downtrend here on the RSI while we were going up on the price. So that told you what was going to happen. Let's take a look at OMG. OMG, $3.22 right now. Holding this bottom place. Let's take a look at the biggest picture we can see on it. Let's take a look at the daily. Let me look at this like I've never seen it before. I like to just kind of freshen up. So you can see that it's holding strong support here at 264. Shows to be a really strong area of support and resistance. And it's getting a lot of resistance up at 438. Not a lot of resistance once it breaks out. A lot of these coins are really stuck in their chop. Once they get out of certain areas, there's a lot of gapping to do for a lot of these, right? So they're going to be able to get up pretty fast. There's a 30%, 37% gains if it just gets out of this falling wedge and back to where it originally wants to be. Again, though, the daily isn't looking too... the daily looks okay. 12-hour doesn't look great, but the daily looks okay. About to have a cross in the daily. What I do see right now, though, is that MACD. See? That could turn back down. Doesn't look promising like it's going right towards the red. Looks like we get one of these, a turn away, and some more red. Again, that dominance doesn't look good. I'm almost want to say that you may be able to get back in at like 267, 299. I hate to say this. Form another pattern here. We'll form this channel that we're in. That was weird. It's definitely in the bit of a channel here. See it? Accumulation phase, you know. We could definitely bowl this out as well. Bit of a rounded bottom. But I'm really weary of altcoins right now because of dominance. I told you dominance does not look good. It looks good for itself, like it wants to make a move to the upside. So, yeah. We are in a bit of a bowl here for OMG. We could almost make it a cup and handle if you want. Kind of do this. Bit of a cup and handle. But right now, yeah, I'm not not that bullish on it, honestly. Just doesn't I'm very weary of that dominance. You can hear it in my voice, you can hear it in how I feel. It's just not sustainable right now. We're not in the best place, in my opinion. Yeah. It is holding the support. I feel like 293 is like kind of where the bottom. I've been slowly accumulating this, like $50 at a time. And to me, that's the way to beat the system. If you want to beat the system, I'll tell you how. You buy $50 at a time. Okay? You make 10 buys. I don't care if you make 20 buys till you get to 1,000. Maybe you up it to 70 or 80 on a really red day. But you just keep adding to these stacks till you see you have a nice stack. Then you compute your average. You can't be beat at that point. You just can't be beat when you do that. You can't. Number one, you're patient, so you're already setting yourself up. You're not asking for quick money, so your philosophy is better because you're not asking for quick money. That's how people lose the most money when they're trying to make quick money. And you build the bag. You stick to your convictions. Also helps you sell when you're supposed to sell because you bought when you were supposed to buy. Kind of creates that idea. And again, you could just kind of forget about the bigger picture and stop worrying about smaller time frames and just, you know that these are good buys. You know these areas are good buys. They're the bottom of the pattern. So good time to accumulate for sure, in my opinion. We could go lower though. There's no guarantee that it's off to the races. Also see a bit of a head and shoulder pattern there. So just OMG, man. I'm not too keen on it at the moment. Not too keen on it at the moment. Daily looks good though. The daily does look good. I'll give you that. But again, just getting that sign that we could curve away. Possible, right? So Stokes look all right. DGB looks good on the daily. Yeah. Man, it's pissing me off. Lifer, you look exhausted, man. Get some rest. I'm not. I just wake up early in the morning, man. I just got out of bed. If I took a shower, you'd be like, oh, yeah. I will do you as you suggest and accumulate the coins I mentioned. I'm more for swing or potential 3-day play. And I'm not just talking to you. Like, you can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what I do, you know. Seriously, I'm thinking longer term holds, daily and 3-day weekly holds. You have to right now. You have to. It's too volatile right now. If you try to trade like we were trading for the last few weeks, even specifically my system as well, you will get stopped out a lot. Look at the volatility. Like they're going up and down with Bitcoin. The USDT pairs are following it. The Bitcoin pairs don't know what to do. There's so much indecision in the market. So how do you beat that? You create decision in your life. You create decision. You become the stable. You become the stable. I'm telling you, this is how I survived the bull run of 2017. Is I picked my favorite coins. Back then it was Cardano. It was Stellar Lumens. It was, Grin. Yeah, it's honestly I would start slowing down the trades right now and start accumulating. You want to see my accumulations like right now. Look, I'll bring this up here on my overview, my overlay. So check this out. Check this out 1 second. I think it'll help you to you guys can see what I'm doing. I've posted it before, but I don't know if we sat down together and really went over it as a group. So I want to show you what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do to avoid what they're trying to do, which is take your money. That's what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to take our money, guys. Okay? So we can't act like they're going to take a lot of the herd's money in the next couple weeks. So we can't allow that. Okay? We can't allow that. And how do we not allow that? Well, we stick to a plan and we plan a trade and we trade a plan, right? So here's the idea here. It's hard to say. I guess I could just show you what I got. Just know it's a pretty big bag of everyone. Band. Holding a lot of band, okay? Ethereum. Jumped into Ethereum at 645, 630 areas. You gotta, I think, have at least 5 to 10 Ethereum if you can afford it. I know it's expensive at this point. Should have been gobbling it up at 80, 100, $200 Ethereum, man. And then we got Aave, 83.64. I really like Aave, getting on Coinbase, holding a little Binance, you know, for when I need it. Polkadot. I felt like I didn't have a good bag of DOT. I made sure to get into DOT. VeChain, got good at chain at VeChain. Ocean, this is just a quick midterm hold to get a pump out of it. I'm not going to hold Ocean long term. You know, it may be a great move, but I'm not. It's just not. IOST, long-term hold of mine. And then I'm in Aave up, just holding it for when Aave pumps. Can take advantage of the pump and then put that back into my capital. Tomo Chain is just another temporary hold. Chainlink is definitely a long-term hold. Gotta have it. Theta is a long-term hold. Gotta have it. OMG is a long-term hold. Waves is a long-term hold. So these are things I'm building up. These are just D-Force. This is just ended up at the end and cover. These are like those things when you have a little less. What is BNB fee? See that? I don't know what that is. BNB fee. No idea what that is. Interesting. So there you have it with the allocations. And I hold other coins too. Atom, long term. Cardano, long term. XRP, long term. So I made sure SHR, I have a big bag of long term. So I basically broke down my top 10. I broke down what 20 coins would I really want to have, and I wrote them all down. And then I said, well, what if I had to choose 10? Because you don't have enough money for them all. I don't. Maybe you do. So I thought the only way to beat them is to just do what I did before. Dollar cost average into the things at the right time. When you transfer your small balances to BNB to cover transaction fees. Yeah. Can you please look at SXP? That coin is getting on my nerves. Yeah, I would leave it alone, man. Using your system, I just closed on a wick. You're the best lifer. I only stuck with Zen because I was in it from the beginning, and they had a sell-off before the news. Amazing, man. You were on it. You planned that trade out. I saw you. Yeah, when you transfer your small balances to BNB to cover transaction fees. Okay. And I knew when I do that, that should just be BNB though, right? Anyway, I don't know. I thought that would just be Balancer, man, continuing its tear. Bit of a head and shoulders pattern. This one is not looking like the other alts. You can see it's in a different place. It's not like, it did form that head and shoulders, but I feel like that played out. Now it's on its way up. Bit of a double bottom here forming. Interesting. Yeah, SXP is, I got into that trap trying to catch the bottom, thinking 89, and I eventually gave up on it. Like I walked away, and I don't trade XXP anymore. I would maybe dollar cost average in. See, right now, if you dollar cost average in, you'd be the man. You'd probably get it at a really good price. Look at this, man. Keeper just tanked. They brought it all the way to 591 just to bring it back down. Take a look at the 1 hour, though. If you got hidden bullish divergence, that may be a move. Swing up to swing up, swing down, yeah. Interesting. Forming a double bottom, double top here, though. Altcoins don't look too good today, man. I'll be honest. They really don't. Despite the movement on Binance looking like there's a lot of movement. It's a good day to accumulate some coins. It's a good day to snatch up a little something here and there. Key tank. Like everything is just taking a bit of a dump. Nano even down. Electronium Classic. Let's take a look at that SXP. Where are you, SXP? Waves doing. Wow, man. Bargain sales today. SXP back to 90 cents. And look, it's forming a head and shoulder pattern, right? Head, shoulder, bit of a shoulder. It's a complex head and shoulder, honestly. Doesn't look good at all to me. If I just take it from here, we got a shoulder, we got a head, we have a right shoulder. We take the length of that pole, and that, you know, it's not good, man. This could go back down to about 83 cents, and that would form a BART. Come right back down to this pattern, form a nice BART Simpson. So Watch SXP, man. It hasn't really done a BART yet. It needs its BART. There's another big BART for it, kind of in a way. Let's take a look at it on the daily. What do we see for the daily? It is in this beautiful rounded bowl close to the bottom. And again, see, look, what if you just bought down here at 70? You saw that dip, you threw in like 500, then you waited a couple weeks. And now right now you got in again when it hit 77. You waited a couple weeks. This is really what you want to do. You want to buy your bulls, and you want to form bulls, projected ideas, and you want to just kind of catch them when they hit the bottom of the bowl. This may come up, hit the bottom of the bowl one last time, get in. So yeah, you got to be careful now. The volatility will catch you. Bitcoin's going to be able to swing. The big boys are playing with Bitcoin now. They're going to swing that price $500-$600 a day, every day now. 1,000, you know, and that's going to hurt the alts. It's going to swing them around like pendulums, and they're smaller. So now there's a bigger chance that we could get taken out. So again, once the bull market resumes and things go well, it's okay. You can start trading right now, but we have to learn how to change our position during the cycle. This is the difference between the stock market really and Bitcoin. This comes into play in the stock market for sure. It comes into play, but for the most part, you have to, for the most part, you know, they're a little more independent. Like there's not a Big Daddy Bitcoin pushing all the stocks around like it is. You know, I just want to be really careful. I know how you can I know what can get you hurt, and I know what can lose you a lot of money. Believe me that. I know that. So I'm trying to keep you guys, I'm trying to protect you from that, you know. DCA, man. That's how I made the majority of my money in my life is DCAing too. So as much trading as I do and all that, and it's fun taking a profit, going in and out, and it works, and it's great when everything's running, but we're not in control of this market. These big boys are in control. Yeah. So Bitcoin right here on the 30-minute, still at the bottom of the pattern. I'm still bullish that this thing is going to make its way out. 30-minute looks pretty good too, and so does the 1 hour. Still just playing out a little bit down here at the bottom of the pattern. We're going to take a little bit of the news, and then we are going to take a move. Bitty Bitcoin, man. Playing games, man. All the time. Dot 530. That's inverted head and shit. They all got the head and shit. It's really nasty. It's nasty, man. It's not looking good. Really isn't. Hate to say it, but facts are facts. Facts are facts. Let's take a look at the down tokens. See, they're not even doing that good either, too. So it's like such a chop market. See, you can't down anything, you can't up anything. It's all kind of playing games. You're better off dollar cost averaging and taking it easy. This market will literally drive you insane. I can see it happening to me, honestly. Trying to figure it out using all my TA, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting. I'm being dead honest with you guys. It's exhausting. So, you really just gotta pick what you want. Begin to dollar cost average. Keep some cash on the side. Like I'm still keeping a couple K on the side, and I'm gonna use that to trade pumps. Like when we see something nice, when we see something really taking a move, we're gonna make that. We're gonna make that. Yeah, and these exchanges, they know what they're doing, man. They go and stop everybody out on purpose. You really don't have a prayer. Like the lucky ones who get in at the right moment when they've already fleeced everybody. You know, it's the majority of people are losing their money, man. The exchanges are in control, right? You can clearly see what's going on here. It's complete manipulation all the time. All the time. So you gotta really watch your back. You gotta watch your back. Remember, you want your money to go long for you. You don't want to be working so hard and losing your money. So make sure you invest it in projects that mean something to you. Okay? CHZ doing a little better, not in a head and shoulders pattern like the other ones. It's forming a bit of a bull flag. So I'm looking at CHZ. I like it because Binance is coming out and clearly telling everyone that they're funding it, they're behind it. Kind of gives you an indication. Oh, okay. CHZ, right? Stokes are kind of resetting, getting low. Lack of bullish and bearish momentum as it's getting wedged up into this wedge. It's kind of running out of room, really, if you think about it. It's the bottom of the pattern right now. It's the only thing that looks somewhat, and you know why? Because I'm going with the manipulation. They manipulate this market, and they have a lot of money behind CHZ. So don't you think Binance is going to have their way with pumping this coin? Probably, you know. So, hey, let's be logical about it. They're in control. We're not in control. The big money is in control right now. We're at their whims. It's facts of life. It's a fact of life. So, yeah, let's take a look at some of the news. Some of the best news ever, too. I mean, the dollar just completely dropping. Let's take a look at the dollar before we get out of here. What is this? What is this? Let me get this off. This is Twitch, right? Or Theta. Jesus. Looks like you can say whatever you want on Theta, though. So that's good. People seem to be getting a little frisky on there. Dollar going to the floor. It really is, man. 4 hours coming back. Fake out. Also, I tried a possible head and shoulders on Link. Gave it a surprising target to $9. Yeah, I really saw possible. Everything you need to know about the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. There's a way to invest in Bitcoin right on the stock market. It's the Gray Bitcoin Trust, GBTC. It's one of the several such financial vehicles enabling investors to trade shares and trusts that hold large pools of Bitcoin, with each share priced at near enough the price of Bitcoin. That's not true. Each share is like $18 or something. At near enough the price. What does it mean? That's not true. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust holds 546,544 Bitcoin, or 70% of the 775,000. They hold 70% of all publicly held Bitcoin, man. That's insane. Right now, it trades at $30.16 per document and holds 0.0095 Bitcoin worth, 22 per share. Okay, so that's what they're saying. Like, you get a $30 share and you own. Okay, I get it. They put $22 per each share. The trust is generally headlines due to its fast growth. On June 9th, the trust held 384,953 Bitcoin. That marks an increase of 161,000 Bitcoin in just under 6 months. They're funded by Barry Silbert, who also runs a digital currency group, a crypto venture capital firm that's invested in Coinbase, CoinDesk, and Ripple. Grayscale invites a private pool of rich investors to pledge money to the fund, which it uses to buy up huge amounts of Bitcoin. Then Grayscale lists that fund on the public stock exchange, meaning that anyone can trade shares on it. So it invites private pools, uses their money. I own GBTC in a client's account, buy commodities and coins. Yeah, man. I've been telling you guys that the dollar's on the way to the dumps for a long time. I've been saying it for years. It's Mike Maloney. He taught me the monetary policy, and I understood it. I understood what he was saying. It took me a few years, though, to figure it out. I used to run that video on my channel a lot and really get into it. The dollar is bouncing now, though, from this low of 89 coming up. Getting sold in both ways, up and down, though. It's getting battered and beaten. Look for it having a cross that's really lackluster. Stokes could get up all the way back on the 4 hour before the dollar even reaches this point, and this continues to get rejected. Like, look at this dump. It's also in a rounded bottom. If I flip it, it looks like a parabola going into a bullish way. See this? And you know, when you're in a stock like this, it's going to keep going up. Like, it looks like it's going to fly. It looks like SGMO the other way, though. So, not good for the dollar. This is good for stocks. Going to boost all your stocks up. Anything that's, you know, priced in dollars is going to go up in value. But it's really not going to go up in value. You see? You're going to get into a stock today. You're going to make 10 grand, right? But unless you put that money into Bitcoin or into gold or silver, in a couple years from now, it's going to be the same. You're going to have lost money on that investment. You're not going to have made money, even if you 10x'd. I'm telling you right now, like, you're going to have to 5x now to beat the dollar back. It's insane, but this is the facts of life. This is what they do to you. So, yep, it's true, so true, and that's what will keep happening. Grammy-nominated rapper Megan Thee Stallion fosters mainstream adoption with a $1 million Bitcoin giveaway. An American Grammy-nominated Megan Thee Stallion is giving out $1 million worth of Bitcoin to her fans on Twitter, and the value of this reward could increase significantly during this bull market. This giveaway is a result of a partnership with Square Cash app. The rapper announced the promotional campaign in December 17th tweet. At the time of the publication, the post has garnered 9.4 thousand retweets and 65,000 likes. All you have to do is receive some Bitcoin. To receive is post Bitcoin Meg and improve your Cash App name. Dude. Hottie Bitcoin is a really smart investor and increases over time. Make sure you keep dropping y'all Cash App names so Call can make smart money moves. The Hot Girl Coach is officially on team at Cash App. To celebrate, I'm giving $1 million in Bitcoin to as many hotties as I can. We'll be giving out this million units until it's gone. So drop. Oh, so she's giving out $1 million in Bitcoin, but in tiny amounts. But hey, man, it doesn't matter. Drop your Cash App below with Bitcoin Meg to get a piece. I'll do it, man. I will. Why wouldn't I, right? Who is? I've never even heard of this person. This music is so disgusting. This music is nuts, man. It's brainwashed. It's like... Anyway, I'll still try to get some Bitcoin. SP, the cash. I don't even care, man. But it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin Meg. This stuff is crazy, man. CNBC viewers are now paying 33% premium for the privilege of buying GBTC at a 2% per year fee to store Bitcoin that they could easily store themselves for free. GBT then creates new shares which it sells into the market at a huge premium, using the proceeds to buy more Bitcoin. Yeah, man. Maybe you should have figured it out. Remember the 17th of December, right? I sold all the gold to get in on Ethereum. I sold all this gold to get in on Ethereum. Smart move. I will hold on to silver for dear life. You sold some gold, but you're not your silver. Interesting. I did that 2 years ago to move into cryptos. I hope you get some silver and a bit of gold. They say silver is so readily available with modern mining equipment that it can no longer be classed as money. Interesting. That's not good. Oh, you did at the end? I have to say, you are clueless about what is about to happen in the next 6 months. I thought you were a smart man. What happened? Let's revisit this in 6 months. Hey, I think selling your gold for Ethereum, I actually think is a good idea. I think it's a good idea, man. I really do. Personally, I think it's a great idea. Twitter may memorialize Bitcoin pioneer Hal Finney's account. The first ever recipient of Bitcoin passed away in 2014, but new Twitter policy could soon commemorate him and his legacy. Twitter users have long demanded the better policies and recognition for accounts long to deceased users. In 2019, the social media giant even received backlash after proposing the automatic deletion of inactive accounts. A move that would mean accounts belonging to decreased users would vanish. But Twitter didn't move ahead with the charges, stating at the time it would not remove any inactive accounts until such concerns were adequately addressed. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Hal Finney's idea now sees 18 million Bitcoin price prediction. Hal Finney, who was on the receiving end, if you don't know who he was, right? On January 10, 2009, a computer scientist and cyberpunk, Hal Finney, who was on the receiving end of the first ever Bitcoin transaction, published his now famous prediction that Bitcoin has the potential to reach the price of 10 million per coin. So this is with him right here. This is insane, right? On its 11th anniversary last week, the crypto community revised his thought experiment with one tweet getting hundreds of retweets. But based on the new data, it turns out that Finney might have actually underestimated how valuable Bitcoin could be. And this is the stuff I was reading for years and years and years and years, right? It's interesting that the system can be configured to only allow a certain maximum number of coins ever to be generated. I guess the idea is the amount of work needed to generate a new coin will become more and more difficult as time goes on. One immediate problem with any new currency is how to value it. Even ignoring the practical problem that virtually no one will accept it at first, there is still a difficulty in coming up with a reasonable argument in favor of a particular non-zero value for the coins. As an amusing thought experiment, imagine that Bitcoin is successful and becomes the dominant payment system to use throughout the world. Then the total value of the currency should be equal to the total value of all the wealth in the world. Current estimates of the total worldwide household wealth that I have found range from 100 trillion to 300 trillion. With 200 million coins, that would give each coin a value of around $10 million. So the possibility of generating coins today with a few cents of compute time may quite a good bet, with a payoff of something like 100 million to 1. Even if the odds of Bitcoin succeeding to this degree are slim and are really 100 million to 1, again, something to think about. So he's saying, like, so the idea was that even if it was slim to get there, it was so easy and cheap to make a Bitcoin. So at the time, it was like, hey, why not? You know, Bitcoin family cashes in on branding and BTC's latest rally. The Bitcoin family is in Portugal, enjoying the sunshine and profits of Bitcoin's latest rally. Didi Tahutu, I've been watching him a lot, is also making for other pursuits like proprietary trading indicator. He believes that the Bitcoin will likely be at 60 or 100K by next year. Want to know more? He does the Bam Bam indicator, you know. Him and his wife and 3 children spoke to the Dutch news from Algarve in Portugal, the latest stop in his worldwide adventure. The Dutchman accumulated the bulk of his position in early 2017, around $900, a move that paid off handsomely in retrospect. Despite a 2-year lull in prices, the family managed to live off their profits and even accumulated more in the bear market. With Bitcoin briefly piercing the $23,000 handle, the family looks set for some additional travel destinations. For all the Dutch Bitcoin lovers that all want to know which indicator I was talking about in today's newspaper, visit Didi Bam Bam. Yeah, he has the Bam Bam indicator that he's selling. I might as well plug him. You know, he's there with his family trying to make some money. So he has the Bam Bam. This is how you get the Bam Bam indicator. The Didi Bam Bam indicator. I watch him a lot. He's funny. Market timing wizard behind TD Signals warns of Bitcoin reversal. Bitcoin is making headlines all across the world of finance, even as high wealth investors are now scrambling to learn more about the top crypto asset and its potential to store value. As word spreads of not only the 500% return on investment generating 2020 rally, but Bitcoin's long-term price projections, the asset class has attracted experts from all walks of life. Bitcoin is no longer an asset stuck in the dark shadows of the internet or the focus of retail investors only. The world of finance, Wall Street, and institutional investors are now paying attention, and the game has changed for the ultra-scarce cryptocurrency. There's not even enough BTC for all the world's millionaires to buy one whole coin, and now even billionaires are beginning to scoop them up as fast as they can. It has caused an uptrend that resulted in a 500% ROI in 2020, a year when money is an issue for all, and how to protect one's wealth has become a critical concern. TD Sequential, Thomas Denmark creator, warns of cryptocurrency trend exhaustion. Denmark is the creator of the TD Sequential indicator that crypto traders have come to swear by. Using his symbiotic technical analysis software pictured above, Denmark sees a signal that has also appeared alongside the precise December 18, 2017 high, the precise low day December 14, 2018, and then the precise June high. Denmark also calls attention to an interesting mathematical measurement taken from June 26, 2019 high to the recent March 2020 Black Thursday low. Subtracting the 2020 swing low from the 2019 high resulted in 9,985 measured move. Doubling this number comes up with a sum of 19,970. Adding 970 to Black Thursday low takes the price exactly to the 2020 high of 20. Wow. Adding the 9 Black Thursday low takes the price exactly to the 2020 high of 23.50. Could math and Fibonacci extensions predict the outcome of this rally? The high is also 2 Fibonacci extensions from the move, which lines up with Denmark's math equation. The signal Denmark is warning of is the 13-cell countdown signal, which is a tell sign that a trend is becoming exhausted. I mean, the trend is becoming exhausted. I mean, we've been in a trend for a long time. It's only a matter of time. We have to have a pullback. Denmark admits it appears treacherous to take such a stance on the powerfully trending asset, but believes in the signals from his combined models. Obviously, there's no certainty in the forecasting business, and is proud. And that's why I keep using my patterns, man. Like, I just keep trading patterns, because everyone has these huge predictions, and they're trying to, like, send things this way and that way, and I just see patterns, man. Like, see this? I'm in this pattern until I'm not, you know? Like, right now, I'm in this pattern, forming a double bottom. So, like, I'm bullish on Bitcoin right now until I don't have to be. See? Till I don't have to be. So there you go. This is the idea here. You know, we buy the breakout. We buy the bottom of the pattern too. Bottom of the pattern is the perfect time. See, when it just went down to 23,380, we just took a tank down to 23,393, right? And I showed you the bullish divergence. That was your entry right there. Maybe even there, right there, your entry, and boom, you made it off. You made your way. It made a nice move. Look at the 15-minute too. It coincided with the bottoming out of the 15-minute. So when you saw the 15 minutes were low here and this came down, that's your indication to get into the trade every single time. You just keep using that over and over again every single time. And then you get out of the trade as soon as you can. And that's how you do it. You got to remain disciplined. It's the discipline that's going to help you stay in the game over and over again. All right, guys, I hope you had a wonderful day. Hope we had a good time here on the live stream. I am going to jump on out. Let's look at what's going on in the chat. Help me focus. I got a head and shoulders on EOS. Dollar going to the floor. Buy commodities and coins. Own GBC in the client's account. What you watching? Garbage. Okay, I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for the 15 likes. That's amazing. 14 people watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And remember,